Okay, so I'm finally leaving. Here's the room set up. Ta-da! I came down, but I'm gonna have to. All right, guys, listen. So we just finished the prediction guide. We haven't even started learning about this yet, but just wanted to see how well you guys remembered what simple, compound, and complex sentences are, so that you marked each of these. Do you guys feel like you may need a couple of days to help learn all of these to make sure you guys have it? Yep. Okay, awesome. So what I did is, you guys, we're gonna be turning this in a little bit, so I can record to see how well you guys did. We're gonna take, who's talking? Zach? I know he hasn't checked his, so we'll check his in a little bit. I'll just grade his for him. But Zach and Christian, need you guys eyes up here. On Friday, you guys are gonna take another quiz, and it's gonna be very similar to what you just did today. Today is with no instruction at all. On Friday, we'll compare your results that you took today to how well you guys do on Friday. So I'll give this back to you guys again on Friday, so go ahead and hold on to this. And so what I did was I created a chant so that you guys can remember the definition of simple, compound, and complex sentences. So now everybody open up your interactive notebook. We just put those notes into your I and B's earlier. Now we're going to look at the chant. It should look like this right here. It's called a sentence structure chant. So I was driving in my car one day, and then I was just thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? These definitions are so hard. Every year I have students that have a difficult time remembering this. And so for me, typically whenever I have a hard time remembering something, I turn it into a song or music or a chant. It helps me to remember them more. So everyone, open up your interactive notebook. Open your interactive notebook to this page where it says sentence structure chant. And then you guys are going to try to remember this chant. And I want you guys to try to say it to at least one adult. Where you guys are going to try to memorize it, say it to the adult, and see if you can get it correct, okay? Alright, and then also for this chant here, if you guys can remember this chant, then on Friday you should be able to do really well on the quiz on Friday. And everybody try to sing it together with me. Simple sentences, one independent clause. Okay, how about I say it and you guys repeat it? Okay, so let's try that one. Okay, ready to go. Listen to me, and then I'm going to point to you guys and you guys say it. Simple sentence is one independent clause.
Simple sentences is one independent clause.
Good. Okay. No, that's okay, because this is your first time, so you're still practicing. All right, ready? Compound sentences, two independent clause.
Compound sentences, two independent clause.
Join with the comma and fan, boys.
Join with the comma and fan, boys.
For and nor but or yet so.
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 Complex sentences a little bit complicated.
Complex sentences a little bit complicated.
Because you got one independent clause.
Because you got one independent clause.
With one dependent clause.
With one dependent clause.
That starts with a woo-bis.
That starts with a woo-bis.
Yeah, that's right. I said a woo-bis.
Yeah, that's a woo-bis.
After all, go as while when.
After all, go as while when.
Until, before, because, if, since.
Until, before, because, if, since.
And that's how we crush the sentence rules.
And that's how we crush the sentence rules.
All right, so that's it. Thank you, Ms. You guys will look up here. We're going to go over this. You have a maze sheet. If you decide whether it's simple, compound, or complex, then you can draw an arrow to determine your route. Once you finish, it should take you all the way to the finish line. So the very first one, they give it to us already. Amy is going to do these with me. Very simple. So simple sentence, you have our arrow. The second one, Ayana, can you read it out loud for us and then tell us what is the subject and predicate in the sentence?
Joanne, going with me since Beth is busy.
Okay, and our subject is?
Joanne.
Joanne is subject, and what does Joanne do?
Is going.
Okay, good. Is there any more subjects and predicates?
That's
What is it? What's the other one?
Beth and this is subject and this.
Okay, good. So we have 2 subjects, 2 predicates. So Joan is going with me since Beth is busy. Joan is going with me. Is that a complete sentence?
Yeah.
Good. So that's 1 independent clause. Good. Since Beth is busy. Is that an independent clause? Or what is that? Dependent. So we have 1 independent, 1 dependent clause. And the word since. What is that? It's in a blue biz. Good. Okay. And so if I give you a sentence tomorrow in your quiz and it's too difficult, this is what you can do step by step. You look at it, you say, okay, it has 2 subjects, 2 predicate. If there's no fanboys, then you know automatically, most likely, it is going to be a complex, but you have to do the test to make sure it is complex. Just look at it, is it independent and dependent? So what kind of sentence is this?
It's a complex.
Complex sentence, very good. So we're gonna draw the arrow down to complex. Okay. Now the next one. Let's see.
No, it says I'm not freaking
quiet. 5, 4. Quiet in 3, 2, 1.
Is your hat bigger than
Eyes up here. Eyes up here. Silence. All eyes. All eyes. So today, welcome everybody. You've all interviewed for this job, and you've all been accepted. If you're wearing a line shirt, that means this group doesn't have one, but that's okay. That means you are the leader of your group. If you're not wearing one, I'll just come pick somebody. That means, Timothy. No, it's fine. Sit down. That means you guys are going to be the leader of the group. You're going to be the person walking. If I need something, I'll be calling you. You'll be the person bringing me your stuff to check to make sure your group is right on. You're going to be the person keeping your group on task. So make sure you know that. Other than that, as well, you guys, I used to be Chef Lore, but then my restaurant just
You just
literally
gave it to somebody else and they kept growing your money.
Yeah, and so my restaurant, like, it just got so famous. I got like 5 Michelin stars, and it's so big. So now I'm building more restaurants. So I'm thinking about building some maybe new like cabin restaurants with like brick up in the mountains and the Colorado Rockies. And that's why I have hired you all to come work for me. Today we're going to be building, constructing these buildings for my company. As a thank you, I do have refreshments over here. If you guys do well and work hard for me, I appreciate that. Other than that, oh nice, that's good to know. That's what you want to be. So other than that, I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to time you guys for a couple of minutes to do some Gim Kit. This is going to be your training, because in order for you to build stuff, you're going to need to know the difference between simple, compound, and complex sentences. So this is going to be your training session, and then I'm going to tell you how to do your project. If you complete your first project, then you can go over and get some refreshments that I have set up for us, and then that should be about almost the end of the day already. Today, you need to stay focused. You need to listen. This is a very dangerous zone. As you can see, I have a lot of caution tape everywhere. We are wearing helmets. I even have a sign here that says
helmets.
You're right. Hard hat. Play along, guys. Hard hat and safety vests are required for Mrs. Laura's construction crew members for your safety. You never know if something's going to fall on you. Now listen, if you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing, if you're not on task, if you are being silly, then I am your boss, so I can fire you. And right now today, because I know guys, today we're not in the classroom today, we're in this construction site, there's a lot of noises, there's a lot going on, so I need everybody to stay focused, I need everyone to stay safe. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be, guys, we're not on our computer right now. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be, I'm going to give you a milestones packet, and seriously, like, aside from, like, just, what the classroom is, you're going to step outside and you're going to do that milestones packet. Okay? If you can't handle this, if this is too much for you, then I'm going to fire you, you're going to go outside and you're going to spend the whole day, do the milestones packet, you're not going to get refreshments, because there's a sign there that says it's for crew members only, so if you're no longer a crew member, you don't get to enjoy the stuff with us, okay? You don't get to build a house with us. So right now, go ahead, everybody get started on the training. Okay, so anyways, now I want to show you guys how to build your house. So before we do that, the first thing is you and your group, you guys are going to have your blueprints right here. You have to show me that you know how to build a house by identifying simple, compound, and complex sentences. So in the very beginning here, let me get this instruction. You guys are gonna have to identify what type of sentences these are on your sheet, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But this is also the layout of the house, okay? So I'm thinking of building like this cabin in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado. I wanna do like a mixture between hotel and maybe like a restaurant inside the hotel. And so this is the layout of the house, the cabin that I'm gonna be building my restaurant in and my hotel. And so I want you guys to construct this. I have the framework ready, but I need you guys to get these bricks right here. And I need you guys as my construction workers to start building each section of the brick, okay? So this right here, it has independent, dependent, fanboys, and a woobus word. So you're gonna need to know how to identify sentence structures in order to build the bricks on there. So it sounds a little bit confusing now, but I will explain that to you. So before you can start building, as a team, you will have to work together to read these sentences here. Yes, Emma?
Did you say it was a wood cabin?
Yes.
And there can be bricks on it?
Yes. Oh, that's true. Well, it's gonna be bricks on wood, all mixtures. You know, we have to modernize our house, our homes. So right here, what it is you guys are gonna be. You have these sentences here. There are 7 sentences. You're gonna read each sentence. And then on this line, you're gonna determine as a group, is it simple, compound, or complex? As soon as you're done answering all of these, the only person that can talk to me is your group leader. So if you're not wearing a lined vest, that means that you cannot come talk to me, only the people with the lined vest. They have to make sure that your whole group has everything correct. And then once everybody has it correct, and then you're gonna take the sentence right here, the very first one, I'm not gonna tell you the answer, I don't know what it is, but maybe it might be complex. So if it's a complex sentence, you write down complex here and you've checked it off, and then you're gonna come to me, your group leader, I will give you the layout of the house. It is laying on the ground there. I will only give you the top layer. Once you do the first section, I will check you off, and then I will give you the bottom layer and you do the bottom section. So how that works is, if you go back to the house here, let's just say that first sentence is a complex sentence. How do I know it's a complex sentence? Thinking of the chant, what makes up a complex sentence?
A woobus.
A woobus, good. Okay, so it has to have a woobus. So everything that is yellow is going to be a woobus right here. It says a woobus. It is called a subordinated conjunction. So that first sentence is a woobus, and then I'm going to take my woobus, and the very, very top one right here, I'm going to start building it. So it's going to start with a woobus. What else comes next? If it's a complex sentence, a woobus, and then what? Does a dependent clause, good, okay, so then I'm gonna get my dependent clause, I'm gonna put it on the next one, we'll just build the bottom first. So right here, we're constructing it, and then what comes after the dependent clause? You can't have a sentence with that, right? Independent clause, good. And then I'm gonna find my independent clause, my brick that says independent clause, and I'm gonna put it on the next one. Because that is the first answer that you guys just answered on this sheet right here. And then you're gonna go into the next line. What does the next line say? And then you're gonna build and build and build and build. And then once you're done, if everything is correct, your sentence is correct, all the answers are correct, and then I'm gonna give you an official stamp to say you are official builders now. You've done the training, you've built your very first house, and then once you're done building this whole entire section, then you can come see me. Once I see that you have the stamp, everything is done, then you may go get refreshments because you've worked really hard, you're done with all of that, and then eat on the side, and then once you're done with your refreshments, the second part of this, we may not get to it today, but could possibly, you guys are gonna be building your own, because now that you've built a house for me, this bottom section here, it has blank marks where you guys can, as a group, decide on what sort of topic you want to write about. So down here, instead of me giving you sentences here, you write your own sentence, and then you decide, do we want to do complex, complex, compound, or simple, simple, compound, complex? Like, you make it up. But it can't all be simple. It has to be a different type of sentence, each one, okay? So you're gonna write your own sentences, and then you're gonna build your own house, and then you guys will present to me yours, and I will select the winning group that has the best sentences and the best house, okay? So mine right here, my topic that I chose to write about was about being a good writer. And so as you guys are reading that, you'll get to see that, and then you guys choose a topic, and you guys write your own sentences. You construct your own house, and then you guys are gonna present it to me, and I will decide which group is the group that I want to, like, build my next project for, okay? So does that make sense? Does everybody kind of get what you need to do? So the first thing, you can't start building yet. You have to answer the questions first. Answer this. Once I check you off, then you can build your house, and then you can create your own sentence. Okay? But once you finish this first one and you build the first house, you get snacks. So just recap. Anybody have any questions? Once you get started, if you have questions, I'll come around and help you too. Okay, so go ahead. Everybody should have
Wait, I just got one. Sticky now.
But my friend, it was so scary because it was at night.
I didn't copy it. You can wait. When you get $13
Hey guys, get it done. Stay focused.
Wait a minute. So she said I tried that once. I got
Full sentences, 1, independent clause. Compound sentences, 2, independent clause. Joined with a comma and fan voice. For and or but or yet so. For and or but or yet so. Complex sentences a little bit complicated because you got 1 independent clause with 1 dependent clause that starts with a woo bitch. Yeah, that's right, I said a woo bitch. After all, though, that's why I'll win. Until, before, because, it's since. And that's how we crush the sentence rules. Full sentences, 1, independent clause. Compound sentences, 2, independent clause. Join with a comma and fan voice. For and nor but or yet so. For and nor but or yet so. Complex sentences a little bit complicated because